get my license plate? I'm here every fucking day. Look at the pump.
I'm looking at the pump and that's what it's telling.
A Karen that won't let you pass, all the Karens who refuse to wear masks, and a Karen who wants to break the law as a nurse. We have all of this on today's Most Amazing Top 10 list. I'm your host, Jay Dorena, and let's get right into it. Coming in at number 10, we have car-leaning Karen. There's this weird thing that Karens will do when they think they're in the right. One of those things is taking a parking spot when they don't have a car. I don't know why these Karens think that they can work outside the formalities that we've set forth. Like, technically, you don't need a car to stand in a parking spot, but people also don't need to not run you over. We have the rules that we live by so that we don't have constant chaos. Well, this Karen wants to break those rules and doesn't think that anything bad should happen to her.
Come on.
2 spots opening.
Get off her car.
There's 2
This is
spots
your
opening
right
right
spot.
Get off her car.
Please back up. Krista, this is your right spot.
Like, what is this lady thinking? She can sit on a car in a parking lot and stop them from taking a spot? She does know that cars are more powerful than people, and someone not using their car to push you over or out of the way is part of the same formalities that let the person who got there first get the spot. And you know that person was there first because they're ahead of the other car. The wild thing is there's 2 spots opening. There's room for everyone, so it's almost like she needs to have that one specific spot for some reason that none of us will probably ever understand. I hope that her daughter Krista, who was in the car, scolded her mom for being one of the craziest Karens of 2020. Like, get in the car, lady, your time is up. Next on the list, we have no mask or grocery shopping Karen. We all know the rules. Put on a mask or they're going to kick you out of the store. It's a very simple system.
That's
We asked
okay.
you to leave.
Threatening.
Get out of the store.
Sorry, you can leave.
No,
you
you
can
can
get out of my
work
face.
here.
Get out of my face. Ron,
Like, I don't know what you're fighting for at this point. You came to do some grocery shopping. They aren't going to let you do your grocery shopping because you don't have a mask on. So all of a sudden you don't need groceries anymore and you want to fight, and the cops are coming, so you aren't going to convince the staff to let you go grocery shopping. Everyone in there hates you. Just get up and leave. You're like a kid on a playground that sits in the middle of the basketball court so no one can play. Eventually those kids are going to get physical and move you out of the court so they can have fun while you sit on the sidelines. And guys, hit that like button because it really helps us out. Next on the list, we have Home Depot Karen. How should we be acting in public? Well, you should hope that everyone is civil with each other, but it would seem that some people can't do that because of a simple thing called a mask. No, it wasn't the pharmaceutical companies pushing drugs on television. It wasn't Monsanto messing around with food. No, it's not the fact that a ton of people in the world don't have clean drinking water. It's the fact that someone asked them to wear a mask. That's what's going to set them over the edge. That's what's going to make them stand up for something. Well, when you have someone who refuses to respect the rules, sometimes they will act like this.
the entitlement is disgusting.
Yes, I am entitled. I'm white. I'm a woman.
You're a white and you're a woman?
Yes, I'm entitled.
Oh, you're
So not only does this lady talk about how she's a white woman, so she thinks that she can always get her way and get whatever she wants, really sucks for every other white lady who wants to just be a normal person, not be associated with someone like this. But earlier in the video, the person filming talks about how this Karen threatened to cough on the person filming because they asked her to put a mask on. I mean, you do that to the wrong person and you're gonna catch some hands. Next on the list, we have Verizon Karen. This has to be one of the most famous Karen freakouts of the year. You have a Karen at a Verizon store who just loses it. The reason she goes crazy is because she's in the wrong store. She was supposed to go to a location down the street, and the employees are trying to explain this to her, but she reacts like this.
I guarantee you, devil, the mafia's not gonna get what they want. And the other Verizon store, this number's on my PO box, and it's where the hell
The weird thing is that she keeps bringing up the mafia and the devil. Like, lady, this is a phone store. Like, the phone companies might be coming for you when it comes to your data, but I don't think they are in legion with the devil himself. I think you can relax and just go down the street. And the wild thing about this video is that when it ends, the lady leaves the store and goes in search of the other store. She could have just gone through all these steps without freaking out on someone in customer service. We really need to give a shout out to all the people in customer service. They deserve way more more respect for everything they deal with every day. Next on the list, we have no service for Karen. One of the wildest things about the no mask thing is people are doing it because they say it's their right to not wear a mask. Okay, well then it's a business's right not to give you service because you don't want to follow the rules. That seems like a pretty fair trade-off. If you want to live a certain way, then you have to live with the consequences of your actions. Well, this Karen doesn't like that.
They've turned off the light here and they won't service me. The lady walked away.
This Karen is having a breakdown in the store because no one will check her out because she doesn't have a mask on. She's fully crying because she can't get cashed out. If it bothers you that much, you should just put a mask on. Also, if you really don't want to wear a mask, you can go to somewhere that is okay with you not wearing a mask. I don't think crying is going to make people give you what you want, especially when you're a full-grown person. When grown-ups cry because they don't get their way over something simple like a mask, it's hard to take them seriously. After that, we got Speak English Karen. Some people really don't get it. You can speak whatever language you want. It's so much of an old racist trope, it's almost laughable. Like, if you're going to be racist to me or anyone else around you, at least try to be original. Spice it up a little bit. When some dumb Karen says something like speak English, it not only tells me you're racist and uneducated, but it also tells me that you're not clever enough to come up with a unique way to spread your own hateful rhetoric. Your negative thoughts towards people, they're not even your own. You've been trained to think that way.
Speaking in Chinese. Shut up. Speaking in Chinese is rude. Shut up. You're rude. Speak English in Canada. Rude.
It's a shame that this lady is Canadian. We have Toronto in Canada, which is the most multicultural city in the world, and she thinks she can go around and tell people what language they can speak. Now, I don't think this video was taken in Toronto, but if you don't like what language people are speaking around you, then you can pack up and leave and go somewhere else where your small mind can feel comfortable. Next on the list, we have Give Me My Pizza Karen.
Pizza time.
What is it with Karens and not wearing the mask? It's just not something worth fighting for. This lady in the next clip wants to fight for her right to party. Just kidding, she wants to fight for her right to get pizza without wearing a mask. Do I think this is a hill worth dying on? No, I do not. But she really wants to go for it.
You see how people...
So apparently she ordered pizza online and she came to pick it up, but they won't serve you unless you have a mask on. There's almost no one in the pizza place, so you could literally just put a mask on for 2 minutes that's required so you can grab your pizza. And her excuse for not wearing the mask is the medical condition, which is always such a wild excuse to me. Because if you already have something that makes it hard for you to breathe and you catch COVID-19, what do you think is going to happen to your body? You're going to be done for. Next on the list, we have Fast Food Karen. You know when you see someone freaking out in a fast food restaurant, you are at the peak of entertainment. People who like to throw down in a restaurant are a special kind of person that the internet loves because it can't get any more embarrassing than screaming at someone or wrestling around with someone as the fryers are beeping because the nuggets are done.
Get away from me! Get away from me! He put his hands on me! You're devil! Get away from me! I'll call 911 if you touch them. Your hands on!
I'm going to be honest on this one. I don't even know the full backstory on what went down here. I just know that these two are going crazy. Frankly, they both seem like Karens. They're going hard over who knows what. And when someone starts calling you the devil and crossing their fingers to protect themselves, you know you're in a whole other realm of crazy. You're trying to cast some sort of spell on me or something. I don't know what's going on here, but I wish it got even crazier. I would have loved if someone started to throw straws and trays at the other person and then the police had to come in and arrest them both. God, that would be perfect. And the next one on the list is more fast food Karens. I love how a Karen goes to a fast food restaurant and expects to be served like she's in fine dining. Like you ordered fast food and it didn't come the way you wanted? You had to do something extra to get your order right? That's crazy. Who would have thought that paying dirt cheap prices for food that's basically poison might not get you treated like royalty?
I'd like an explanation why I couldn't buy biscuits and gravy with my mobile order. that I'd have to go back around when I've added stuff to an order before.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have to take your SUV all the way around the drive-thru to get your biscuits and gravy? I'm sure that's so hard for you. How on earth could someone put you through such a traumatic experience? How could anyone make you push on the gas for 3 extra minutes so you can have someone give you food through a window that you didn't have to make yourself and you paid for through a phone? Your life sounds so hard right now. I'm sure everyone around the world who struggles to get clean drinking water every day would weep for you. How about next time things don't go your way when you're ordering something from a fast food place, you just say, hey, sorry, could you fix that one thing? And they go, oh, thank you so much. And then you move on. And in our number 1 spot, we have Nurse Karen. For our last one, we just have a picture, but I will tell you that it deserves the top spot. How do you think you can be a nurse and break COVID laws? Could you imagine your mom or grandmother goes to the hospital for something non-COVID related and their nurse gives them COVID and then they die because they thought it was funny or rebellious to not respect the laws? Like, if you don't work in a hospital, you have a friend over, it's for your mental health, I get it. But if you are a nurse and you're going out of your way to challenge a pandemic, yeah, you're one of the craziest Karens of 2020 and you deserve to lose your job. Alright guys, I've been your host, Che Durena. This has been Most Amazing Top 10 and I'll see you next time.